Hey, Q-SYS friends. This is Brandi Hopper, Technology Partner Manager. I am joined by Trent with Absen. So excited to chat with you today, Trent. I would love for
Glad
you
to be here, Brandi.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming over.
You bet.
Would love for you to just introduce yourself, your role, and maybe a little bit about Absen. Give us some highlights.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm the National Sales Manager for the Pro AV division for Absen. Just been pretty new to the role, started January 1st. It's been a whirlwind. We've been running and gunning and really spinning things up fast. And one of the great things that's happened this spring is our work with Q-SYS, QSC, and getting this plug-in thing happening.
Oh my gosh,
It's
yes.
gonna be awesome.
It's so cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate the overview. One thing I wanted to, of course, discuss was this great AbsenIcon plugin. Before we dive deeper into like the integration itself, the features and functionality, can you share a little more detail with our audience about AbsenIcon itself?
Absolutely. So the whole AbsenIcon concept started a couple years ago with our very first generation. And it was kind of revolutionary because it was an all-in-one product that we were touting. You can install it with a couple guys in just half a day. It's very simplistic, easy to deploy. It's color matched at the factory. It looks great without having a whole lot of complicated technicians required to put it in. And it has grown exponentially. We're now on like the third and fourth generations.
Wow.
We're doing not just SMD, but chip on board technology, wide screens, 21.9s, 32.9s, motorized lifts to take it up and down so you can move it from room to room. It's kind of rocking the industry, and we like to think we're kind of the trendsetter. We were one of the first people to bring it to market, and we've got a lot of interest at the show this year.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much for giving the overview there. One thing that you mentioned there is just the ease of use, the user-friendly nature of the AbsenIcon series. I think that's great. And you mentioned it's several iterations deep now.
Yes.
When did it first come out?
I believe we first started shipping about 2.5 years ago.
So that is a fast iteration on.
Very fast. You know, one of the things that surprised me when I came to Absen is how fast they bring product to market. A lot of other people talk about 18-month cycle.
Right, for product roadmaps and things.
I watch people do things in months.
Wow.
I mean, we jump in months. I'll call the guys and say, hey, we want this feature. We want to loop through HDMI on the back of this. Sure. They say, okay, we'll have it in 90 days.
Wow.
Like, who does this stuff?
Yeah, that is a fast turnaround cycle. I mean, I know how product teams go, and that's really quick.
It's like when you own the whole process from start to finish under one roof, you can change stuff on the fly. We're not subcontracting the mounts and the power supplies. We're doing it all from start to finish.
All in-house.
We can react very quickly.
Very cool. I really appreciate the overview because the key differentiators are what kind of makes these plugins unique, and love to hear just what makes your product niche, right? Like what's different. So that's really cool. Thank you. Well, let's dive into the AbsenIcon plugin itself. So it has all the great kind of features and functionality you would expect from a display plugin. We've got on, off, we've got mute, we got display brightness. You had mentioned a couple other cool features.
Yeah, absolutely. We can, obviously pick our inputs, run our volumes up and down, and those kind of things.
The source input,
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what's really unique about this is through the whole process that we've been developing, we've been getting feedback from our dealers. Just a couple weeks ago, a dealer reached out and said, hey, in your big widescreens, I want to be able to switch 2 sources on the screen at once.
Sure.
Pick one of them, put it full screen, blow the whole thing up. We're like, okay. Literally in 10 days, we wrote the code, we got it to the developers. It's in your plugin that's coming out.
That's amazing.
That's how fast this stuff happens, and we're going to keep doing it. The dealers, you guys keep asking us. We'll keep updating. We'll spin this stuff, turn it around, and make it work.
So the future is bright for the AbsenIcon plugin. The V2 in the future will have even more features and functionality.
There's more coming this fall already.
That is awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming down and chatting with me today. If you want to see the AbsenIcon plugin, end users, go check out Q-SYS Designer Asset Manager and download the AbsenIcon plugin.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brandi.
Thank you, Trent. Have a good one.
You too.